Well, computer software researchers have issued a new warning. USB devices such as keyboards and thumb drives could be providing savvy cyber criminals a route into your personal computer. Tech researchers say hackers can actually load malicious software onto tiny, low-cost computer chips that control the functions of USB devices. Arise News contributor and tech expert Lauren Fix joins us to tell us just how bad the damage is in this. Hey, Lauren, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Didn't mean to steal a lot of your thunder with that introduction.
That was good. No, it was good information, and that's what this really is, all good information. You know, I carry a thumb drive in my purse. Whether I'm doing a presentation, maybe we want to share something that's too big to send through a phone or a laptop, and I'll tell you what, a thumb drive is the answer. However, you can get these thumb drives anywhere. They give them away.
Absolutely. If you go to a convention, you get them as little, bag stuffers.
Right, and then what you do is you take the information, then you delete the information when you're done, and you reuse it like everybody else does. You give them to your kids, and who knows how many computers it'll be in, because I have a whole bag full of them in my office.
Yeah, the implications are really scary, but before we get to that, tell me, how is this working? How are the cyber criminals able then to get into your system?
Well, there's a lot of things that these creative kids, I tell you, I don't know, I tell you, these little chips are very small, and I actually have a thumb drive that's smaller than this. This is your pretty much standard. I have one that's literally just the end. They're so small.
Yeah.
And inside is a little teeny chip. All you have to do is put the program in. So it's a Trojan horse. So now you're thinking, well, wait a minute, I'm going to put this in, I'm going to share it, I'm going to use a keyboard, or I have a mouse. You know, people give away those little mouse, at conventions.
I've gotten a mouse at a convention.
Right,
absolutely.
But now you have this little thumb drive, and you're using it, and now the Trojan horse sits in your computer. So you decide to go on some website, you decide to buy something. I've got now access to your bank, your credit card information, all your personal information, and now I can also access some of your friends, because if they open the email that comes from you, now it starts to spread, and that's how these viruses come out.
Wow. So then the little chip, the little corrupted chip, if you will, that's put in the USB, gets into your system, can collect your information, and then send it to somebody else?
Right, or it can take that information, and they can actually mirror image your keystrokes. So if you say, well, no one's going to know my password, I change it every week. That's great. So now you start typing in your new password, I can see the keystrokes. So that's what comes on these. You have to be very careful.
This is what I really want to know. Does the antivirus software that we all know and commonly use detect this?
Some of it will. There's even stuff like, I've had a Trojan horse before that's come, and I use Apple computer products, and there's something called a DNS search, and you can search DNS changer, and it'll actually go through your computer and look for a DNS, which is a Trojan horse, and it can delete it. So if you find your computer running slow, maybe, I've had a friend who called me and said everything just went gone. I mean, then he was done. He had to use a backup. But sometimes you don't even have that. So you really have to be wise and pay attention.
You know, this is really kind of scary stuff. So how can people protect themselves?
Find yourself, get whatever, before you put it into your computer, make sure that you have every single thing that you plug in, whether it's a thumb drive, it's a mouse, it's a keyboard, that it goes through some sort of antivirus application. Don't bypass it and think, oh, that's not going to affect me. And the same thing is true with putting passwords on your internet. As anyone that can come to use your Wi-Fi, put a password on it.
And so I want to make sure that we all understand what you're saying. So making sure when you plug something in, it goes through your antivirus software. That's a setting on your computer that you have to make, right?
When you put the software in, it's going to ask you, do you want everything that you download and everything that you plug in to be checked? The answer is yes. You absolutely want to have it checked.
And how much damage has this done so far, do we know?
It can cause millions of dollars worth of damage. And if you're a company and maybe you're typical of saying, I'll take these photos and I'll send them over to you and you can use them for a story, I've now not just poisoned my computer, but I've also poisoned yours and everyone else that you send email to.
All right, bottom line, beware of the stranger USB.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Lauren Fix, thank you so much.
Thank you.
See ya.